Hello, Internet. I am Ben Peter, and I am back. It's been like 3 weeks since I made a video, and that's bad because I wanted to make this a regular thing. Because I like blogging. Oh God, I really need to write down some concrete plans for these videos, don't I? But I'm a little bit rushed for time. Actually, one of the reasons I haven't made a video is because I've just been so stressed about like everything, and like I didn't want to make a vlog where I was in a bad mood. Like you know how I said I was gonna get footage from that race I did? Well, it turns out I didn't. I didn't get any footage because I didn't get to run the race. I mean, God, I actually have so many stories I could tell you. I could do this in like 8 videos, but I'll try to compress. I'll make short versions of the stories. Um, so this race, it's in Maryland. It's about 3 hours from where I live. I was supposed to run at like 5:30 was my wave time, and so me and my friend we leave at 2 o'clock. That should be enough time. So we're actually making really good time. We barely hit any traffic, and then we get there in like an hour and a half. It's like what is it now? 3:30. And we're on a bar. We take a turn and then we stop. Now keep in mind this is like a 2 mile long road. No, it's what am I saying? It's like a 5 mile long road, and then but it's just like completely backed up, and we moved maybe in the course of 2 hours 200 feet, and then it was just ridiculous. I actually feel terrible for the people who weren't trying to get to the race because it was ridiculous. And I mean, we just didn't know what to do. It was 5 o'clock, and so me and Mitchell, we pretty much decided it was time to nut up or shut up, and we got out of the car on that road. His mom was driving. Don't worry, we just abandoned the car, and we ran. We ran 5 miles to get to this place, and we got on the bus. We got in. We were like, all right, I know we're only trying to do a 5K, but we ended up running 5 miles. But I'm ready. We can do this. We're psyched. So we get there. We forge his mother's signature, and we go in because we're under 18. And we go in, and then we get our number. We're all set to go, and then we get to the line, and they just sit there like, we can't let any more people run. We're really sorry. Um, but it's gonna get too dark. And it was like 6. It wasn't even dark. It was just like, but like I feel like there are people from like 2:30 waves that didn't get to run because there's this freaking traffic, and it that really sucked. Like I could have made a vlog where I just badmouthed these people. Like luckily I waited long enough that I actually got an email that said, "Hey, we're really sorry. We're really bummed you need to run. So we're gonna give you your money back. We're gonna let you run for free next year, and you can camp out." So like running and camping together cost like $90, and I only paid 70 because I didn't pay for camping. But they gave me my money back, and then pretty much gave me $30 extra, which was like, you can also do this for free. And it was just like, damn. I mean, that's awesome. That's that's like they're good people. I mean, they weren't very organized, but that just proves that they're good people, and they did feel bad that like 2/3 of the people didn't get to run. So I'm really excited. October 2012. Hopefully this time I'll actually be in shape. Okay, what's another story? What have I been stressed about? So as you guys know, I got into the show. We've had rehearsals, but my school is going to be doing West Side Story. I probably shouldn't think up. I think I've noticed that I make a really derpy face when I think up. Anyway, my school is doing West Side Story, and I can't dance, and I'm very nervous when I sing. Like I've heard I'm okay at singing, but like I get so nervous, so that like drops my skill level down like a million percent. So I auditioned for this thing called Broadway Night, and it's actually run by the school's choral department, not the theater department. But I figure if I get in and I get experience singing in front of people, then that's great. So I decided to audition, and it totally snuck up on me. I signed up for it, and I figured out yesterday that my friend says, "Hey, are you ready for our audition today?" And I was just like, No. This is the thing that really makes me mad. Like, I want to be an actor, and yet I don't prepare for anything. That's something I gotta change. Anyway, so I'm like, what can I do? I was actually thinking about singing "You Raise Me Up" by freaking Josh, uh, some Groman, Broman. His name fails me. I actually really ashamed of myself. Josh Groban. There we go. And then I'm like, what am I doing? I'm crazy. And then I figure out we can do duets. And I'm like, hey, Sean, who's an amazing singer, let's do the confrontation from Les Mis. And we did that. I sang Javert's part. And so we practiced that for a little bit. And then 5 o'clock rolls around. And we go in. And it's after he does his solo audition. And then we go in. And then I'm just nervous as hell. Oh my God. Like, I usually get better with every audition, but I guess because this is a choral audition and not a theater audition, I just went back to being a noob. So I was nervous as hell, and I said things you typically don't tell someone that you're auditioning. They're like, "So do you know what key this is? No, you're doing this a cappella, but you know what key it's in?" And I was just like, "Ha, no, I'm not very musically inclined." And then Sean looked at me like he wanted to punch me in the face. Like, I guess that's something you don't tell people you're auditioning for. And so we get around, and then we start singing, and then as you know, Javert sings first, so I did that very awkwardly and very badly, I should say. And then Sean comes in with his Valjean part, and then he sets the intensity. I'm like, all right, I can do this. And the rest of the song went great. We had eye contact, like simmering intensity, and it was great. And then we're done, and I was like, ha, all right, that wasn't so bad. And she's like, all right, now let me hear you by yourself and something that's not as intense and not as baritoning. Let me hear some higher things. And I was just like, oh, fucking no, no. And so I was just like, yeah, I don't know what to sing. And then I was like, all right, what could I do? And then I attempted to sing "My Friends" from Sweeney Todd, and then I sang like the first line, and then I was like, I don't remember the lyrics. I'm sorry. And then Sean was like, hey, sing "You Raise Me Up," and I was just like, I'm sorry, I'm probably not making any sense right now. I'm kind of ranting and talking very fast, but uh, deal with me. I'm sorry. And so I tried to sing that, and then I started off, and I'm like, I forgot the lyrics again. And at this point, Miss G, her name is, was just looking at me like, and so I was like, can I skip to the chorus? And she was just like, whatever. And then I was like, okay. And then I did that, and it was all right. I walked out of there wanting to kill myself. Sean seems to think that she told me to my face that I got in, but I mean it was terrible. Like they're like, all right, now let's critique you, and then they started complimenting us, but the whole entire time each judge complimented us, it was dead eye contact with Sean. Not a single one looked at me, and I was just like, I mean, towards the end when it got to Miss G, the actual choral teacher, she like glanced at me a few times, but it was mostly like direct eye contact with Sean. And then she asked me if I had vocal lessons, and I said no. And then she made a face, which either was like, oh, that's why this kid sucks, or, oh, in that case, it's a little tiny bit impressive. I'm hoping it was the latter. But, like, I just know she wasn't even referring to me at all because she's like, she talked to Sean, she's like, yeah, you've got the look, you've had vocal lessons, and then she just didn't say anything to me. And I was like, cool. So, hopefully I got in because I really need experience singing. Because if I'm gonna have a chance for West Side Story, I need to get this confidence up. Uh, and then the good kind of pick me up though is right after me and Sean are actually in the scene together for Almost Maine, our fall show. So he took me to his like no, to his fall. He took me to his acting coach. Like Sean, when he was a kid, he did like professional theater, and he still does jobs for like voiceovers and stuff. Like Sean's legit, and he took me to like his professional acting coach, and we worked on our scene, and it was so cool. She actually wants me to go back with him next week, which I'm super psyched about. Like that was definitely a pick me up because that was just awesome. Because I am nowhere near on Sean's level, but I want to be an actor, and he's like definitely getting me in the direction he went when he was like 8. So I'm really grateful. Like I said, I'm kind of talking off the top of my head if you haven't noticed. So next vlog, I will think of another interesting story to tell, and I will actually hopefully plan it out Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Okay, I came back. My screen just went dark. And I will hopefully plan it out. Okay, I've missed you, Internet. Thank you, if you're still here, for listening to me talk to for 10 minutes and 14 seconds. Ah, it's the longest vlog ever without even a cut. Yes, if you're still here, you're amazing. I love you. Marry me. Okay, I'm not even gonna edit that. I'm just gonna let that 10 minutes fly. All my awkwardness. You can see what I'm like behind the scenes. Okay, I love you. God, I say that after every video. You guys must think I'm like the creepiest person ever. I like you platonically, Internet. Um, I hope you have a splendid day. Goodbye.